many other countries. I want you to note, none of it has to do with pilgrims. If you research this, you will see that many countries partake in this type of religious day. This is not a secular day of eating and just gathering with family. It is a religious day that has been used for millennia to thank their gods for their harvest. For instance, as we just spoke about the United Kingdom, harvest Thanksgiving in Britain had pre-Christian roots. Basically, before Christianity came to England, the pagan Saxons would offer the first sheaf of barley, oats, or wheat to their fertility gods. When the harvest was finally collected, communities would come together for a harvest supper. Then when Christianity arrived in Britain, many of their pagan traditions remained, and it was just wrapped around the God of the Christians. They just keep doing that. When we celebrate Thanksgiving, what we are actually practicing is harvest Thanksgiving. The pagans in Rome celebrated their Thanksgiving in early October. The holiday was dedicated to the goddess of the harvest, Ceres, and the holiday was called Cerealia. Cerealia was the major festival celebrated for the grain goddess Ceres in pagan Rome. Thanksgiving is in the guise of the pagan harvest festivals. That's what it is, a pagan harvest festival. And it can be traced right back to ancient Babylon and Ishtar, who is known as the goddess of fertility as well as vegetation. This is all paganism secularized and brought to us in ways that are unassuming and makes us feel it's all about family and not about the worship of other gods, but it's highly incorrect. We have just been accustomed to and attached to the ways of this world and how they celebrate their gods. We need to be very intentional about our celebrations and how we give thanks to Yah. This holiday is not about Yahuwah, even if it is Him you are giving thanks to when you decide to celebrate this day. We are just mixing traditions. We're mixing the Bible with the pagans and saying it's all pure because we're calling on Him. But if you don't believe me that this is not about Yahuwah, I can show you why. If this was all about Yahuwah and worshiping Him, we would do it the way He has shown us. It's not as if He hasn't talked to us about this. But what has happened in religion and these churches, they just don't teach us the way Yah has done things, the way He has shown us, and the way He desires. They just teach us how to adapt our ways of worship with the ways of the world. And that's just the wrong way of being. I mean, let's be clear. Yahuwah has already commanded His own feast days. If we were all about Him and serving Him, we wouldn't have to wonder, well, what can we do? Because He has shown us what we can do. We just don't do them. Mostly because we don't know. And guess what? This is what the churches were supposed to be teaching. But that's another story.